Hello YouTube, a little bit of an update on myself and what's been going on. I've got my arm in a sling through shoulder surgery after the accident that I mentioned somewhere along the line in description or video or something somewhere. I tried to if the audio had worked. So prior to going in for surgery, when I was self-isolating for a few days, I had a go at trying to sort out the radiator shroud for the Renault 5. So I'll turn the camera around, you can see the finished results, and then I'll go through what I did well, almost finished results. Then I'll go through what I've done for you. So, the radiator I bought from eBay via somebody in Amsterdam, along with a hose kit, not Chinese. So, quite a nice little kit. It does have the pull-through clips for the fans, but I've found these in the box later, which slide in and lock into place. So basically all I've done is measured up my fan centre, cut that out with a bit of steel, well marked it first, cut the steel out I wanted, folded the edges up to a 90 on three sides, making it a whole lot stiffer. The original one I made was made flat and it was as flimsy as can be. I've drilled 3 holes where these bolts to go, 3 holes each. I could have used the other holes there, but these looked a lot better. And I bought myself some studs, some well done studs. And the idea is they are going to go under these clips and they should fit nicely when a flat-headed Allen stud will nicely knock them on. So today I'll just pull this apart and show you a bit more of what I'm going to do, and then show you where they're going to fit. So I'll just pause the video 2 minutes while I try and get this part one-handed, because I'm not really able to use my hand properly yet. One moment. Right, back to the radiator. One thing I didn't point out to you, the holes I have made in the top of here all marry up to holes pre-existing in the end of the radiator, so I can mount that top and bottom quite nicely. There's a little bit of bracket I was talking to you about. Nice angular shaped one, as I'm right. That should sit very nicely over there. So when that's welded onto the body of the metal work, it's going to drop in perfectly under there. I'm not going to do the welding just yet because it's a bit awkward. I'm not very good welding with my arm stuck to my side, considering I'm not allowed to move it more than say 30 degrees from my body. Anyone who ever has had rotator cuff surgery will know what I'm talking about and why I can't do some of these things. I'm doing well to hold the camera actually, because sometimes it's heavy. Even though I've only had it done, the pain that goes through the arm makes it heavy. So one of the other features I'll show you what I've done here as well that increase the rigidity is I actually folded a little rolled edge into the fan. It doesn't affect it, doesn't touch it, so it's never going to catch it. And I think when I come to actually finish it off properly, I'm going to run a little bit of foam, I can't even say one point, a little bit of foam underneath the edges of the fan just to form a seal, also to stop it vibrating. There is various other mounting points I've put on, so if you wanted to put bolts that way onto it and lock them into the side of something, that's perfectly feasible to do. But I'm quite happy with the idea that these brackets will hold the fan in place quite tight enough and nice and flat. So a little flattening out more of the edges to do, but yep, quite easy to do. Bit of angle line, just tap it over and fold it over the line where you want it to be, and then just tap it straight as you can. As I say, you've got that side a whole lot better. So some finessing to do. then once I've got all this welded in place and guaranteed I'm happy with it, I will then hit it with a sander and paint it with some heat-proof primer and paint. It's going to be sat right next to the engine, getting quite warm, and then hopefully cool as required. If you're looking for something to mark things with, here's a little tip. See that writing? Just don't tell the wife what I'm going to show you here, because I pinched one of her pens to do it with. And I'm very impressed with it. So these Posca pens, they come in various different sizes. She's given me a larger size nib one, but I pinched this one to use it the day just to write in the steel. And it's white and it comes out very nicely, very cleanly. As you can see, it allows you to mark things perfectly. Posca, don't know how much they are, but I borrowed, she doesn't know, and it works well. So next time you see this, hopefully I'll have it welded all these studs again, which I just bought off eBay. M6 I think the size was. Wasn't too expensive. Pack of 10 will do that nicely. Just need to clean them up at some point. Clean up the paintwork where I'm planning to weld them on. I've got some weld through primer to spray on them so it won't rust. And there we have it. And if anyone's interested, this is Volkswagen steel going to a Renault 5 turbo. So it'll probably outlast the turbo. Till next time, have a good week. Bye for now.